So let's talk about how to pack as a one-person crew, especially when I'm using public transportation. Today I'm in Lisbon, Portugal, and I'm gonna be shooting a very small story, very short video about a perfume store that has been opened for 120 years. So everything I need is here, believe it or not. Let's start with a messenger bag. This is a DNA 13 messenger bag and my tripod. What's in here? First, magnetic clips, very easy. And did you hear that? No, you didn't, because this is a military grade Velcro that if you pull it down and up, it doesn't make any noise. So what do we have here? My Tenba toolbox to keep everything nice and neat, very organized. And here I have a transmitter receiver kit and extra batteries and extra cables. The system I'm using right now is the Saramonic RX9 for the simple reason that two transmitters can talk to one receiver, meaning I put this receiver on my camera and then I can have two people mic'd with lavalier mics or something else, and then I can be recording clean sound embedded with the video. It saves a lot of time in post and I don't have to worry about as many batteries as if I were using two different systems. So my little Tenba toolbox, extremely handy to keep everything organized. Then I have a lens, 24-105, a camera, mirrorless camera, very light, 4K and very versatile, and a Sigma Art 18-35 millimeter lens. And then I have a much wider lens. This is a Sigma 8-16 that I'm gonna be using because I would like to capture some very wide establishing shots of the store. The place is tiny. I can barely fit a tripod. So this lens, it's gonna be very, very useful. What else do I have? Battery grip for the camera. Simply because I don't want to worry about batteries today. I'm working as a one-person crew. I don't have an assistant. I don't want to be thinking about batteries. I also like to use a Sekonic light meter and a Sekonic color meter. The reason I like to use these devices is because I like consistency. I like to know what I'm doing, especially if I need to go back a second or third time and reshoot. So I can repeat, I can mimic the same settings, the same lighting setup and everything else. What else do we have? ND filters. All these lenses have an ND filter on them, but I have an extra one here just in case. This tiny Benro mini tripod that is very, very, very handy. I sometimes use it as a shoulder rig. I can put it here, or I can use it to hide lights behind like a couch. Sometimes people use it for selfies, so I can put the camera here and then I use it as a selfie stick. So extremely handy. It's a Benro tabletop tripod. Extra batteries, rechargeable batteries, and a loop. Everybody knows they're the best. A sensor swap to clean the sensor just in case. Swiss Army knife, pretty standard. Model releases in plain English that are very easy and quick to fill, so I don't have any issues. An X-Rite color checker passport video. I really like to use these pretty much every time because, again, just like with the light meters, I like consistency. So I can make sure that I'm exposing properly, especially for projects that require log, and I can repeat my settings or my exposure. I can match different shots during production and during post. So this Messenger DNA 13, this is there are different sizes. This is the 13, which means that it holds a 13-inch laptop that goes here. Today I'm not gonna be bringing a laptop because I don't need it, but I do have an iPad. Here's where I have all my research. I'm gonna be directing, producing, I'm the DP, I'm asking the questions, I'm the gaffer, I'm doing everything, one-person crew. If I'm using public transportation and I'm at a location that has some safety issues, I like to put a rain cover while commuting from A to B if I don't need access to my camera. if I do need access to my camera, something I love about this bag is that if it's locked here, I also have very easy access from the top. So I can be using it pretty much like this. I simply unzip the top pocket, do whatever I need to do, put it back, and zip it. So it's a really nice design for a bag. I also like that it doesn't look like a photo bag. It doesn't look like I have a lot of expensive gear. I also carry a 5-in-1 or 4-in-1 reflector, my wallet, keys, and sometimes this is lunch. One of these granola bars that hopefully today is not one of those days, but sometimes this is lunch or dinner in our world, as you know. You can take this divider out, and then not only I can use it as a standard bag, you can go to the office with these, but if I'm using a gimbal, I like to set up the gimbal at home, like balance everything, put the camera, put the microphones, whatever I'm using, and then I simply take this insert out, and then everything fits built in, and it doesn't look like a camera bag. And last but not least, we have a tripod. This is the Benro S7 tripod, and what's really cool about this tripod is that I can remove one of these legs and then it becomes a monopod. And because it is carbon fiber, it's super light. So that's it. That's everything I have for my one-person crew when shooting at locations like today, Lisbon. Hope you like it.